Greetings all, Vanna here for the weekend fire message. The first card that came out for you is the Queen of Swords. When people try to push back against you, your ideas, and what it is that you are working on, there is a need to stand in your integrity. And maybe they don't see your perspective on it. Maybe they think they're trying to protect you. Maybe they're actively trying to stop you, because when you step into a queen position, you know that you deserve better than them. You know that you deserve better than what they can give you, and they will lose you because you have claimed your power with the Magician at the bottom of the deck. And this is a promise that you've made to yourself, a vow that the Aries out there, like pinnacle Aries energy right here, I am. Aries may be labeled as the most selfish of these signs, but that's because they know no one else but themselves. They will not stand for anything that does not make them happy. And this is one thing that is admirable about Aries and fire signs, is that when they have that vow and that promise that they will do what makes them happy, they hold to that. Leos have Eros, which is known as the sexual, passionate energy, but goes back to this primal energy of your vessel, of your body. And it does not have to be sexual in nature. We apply it like that all the time, but this primal force of creation and change. Some people can call it carnal, some people can call it animalistic, but this is your drive, your power, and your presence when you are going after what it is that you want. And that is some big ass Leo energy. Sagittarius has got the one. You are the one. You are the one that makes your life. You are the one that makes your world. Note the similarities here. How it is your passion. It is your passion, your energy that creates that. That diamond in the lips is the same as the light coming from the spirit. They have the dream and you make it a reality because you made that promise to yourself that this is something that I deserve. This is something that I am worth. And you absolutely did deserve this. You have Scorpio, South Node, and the number 6 coming out for you. A lot of moving on energy. And some of these things could have been fueled from your past life, especially with the South Node. If you are going through a karmic contract or the end of a karmic contract, that could have been initiated in a past life. And it was part of your mission in this one to be rid of those frustrations that which brought you back to those toxic relationships, that you repeated cycles of negativity. You have gone through so much. This queen did not simply walk into her new life. She didn't simply arise. She worked to climb that mountain, get that stability, and release what was keeping her from climbing up to those heights. And she is so very rewarded. She's so very balanced right now. She's not even bothering to look at where it is that she's having to stand, because she knows that even if she falls, she will be all right. And perhaps falling is what needs to happen so that you develop the new sense of awareness that it is you are being asked to fulfill. Magic prayer. You are very much aware of your power and the effect that it has on the world around you. You have seen, you may not have connected it as something that you have done, but the ripple effect of your actions, whether it was your decision to take a different route to work and you got to work faster, or you picked up something on the way and it was exactly what needed to happen. Whatever it is, the awareness that you have for the effects that you have had on your life brings you back to this sense of stability and power and like, oh my God, I did that. I got myself out of that job. I got myself out of that place. There might have been other people there that have guided you, but it was you that got the job. It was you that got out of the place because they had to like you. They had to see and appreciate you. There may have been someone that brought it to their attention or brought it to your attention. There may have been someone who guided you along this path, but ultimately all the rewards and all the success that your life has is attributed to you. And do not let anyone take that away from you. because I feel like my fire signs out there have been battling with someone who maybe was warping their emotions. And I say this because Scorpio has come out here, and Scorpio can be a very, what's the word that I'm looking for? Ambiguous sort of sign. It is a water sign, so your natural opposite, but it is the most fiery of the water signs. And with that, I feel like that's where that tendency to have the emotional rage comes in. And Spirit, where is this emotional upset coming from? Thank you. 4 of Crystals. And it came out like this. You feel like you're barred off. 555. Get ready for this change. I started this reading at 11:22. I just saw 555. And you're being barred off. There is something that you are not allowing to come through. And literally laying it on here, the Wizard of Awareness is being connected to coming to life through this. And it really is a blockage that you are holding down because you feel like you don't deserve it, or you can't see where it's coming from, so therefore you cannot make the decision because you are so logical and in the earth and in your fire and in your passion. You're like, okay, what is my next step? What do I need to do to make this happen? I have to do this. I have to make this happen. And that is your beautiful, ambitious energy. But it can also become your detriment and your downfall when you do not allow Spirit to come in with their part of the work. You have done incredible work in your physical, but Spirit has work to do on their end. That they bring in things, that they remove things, that they get things ready so that when you are approaching that situation, hopefully you have your receptors turn on and you can understand what it is that you need to do in the situation. But there is a decision that you are avoiding making because it makes you feel insecure. It makes you feel like you're just going to fail and get hurt again because this has happened in the past. This has happened, it's been a very frequent thing. And I kind of cut the deck and it just went to Temperance in reverse. You have not felt in a harmonious place. You have not felt in this Queen energy. And that is why it could be so easy to blow up to an egotistical or negative standpoint with this. Do not block yourself from experiencing the world that is meant to see you, but also understand you have so much more to learn and heal from and grow and develop. You do not know everything. The Queen of Swords, the Queen of the Mind, does not know everything. Yet she knows enough that what she wants is her goal and is her beacon, and will not let herself get distracted by something someone else says that she wants. That puts her in a box. That puts you in a situation where someone else wants to keep you. And you are not a pet. You're not something to be put on a shelf and displayed upon. Like, look at this beautiful thing that I have. You are a wild force of creation meant to destroy and build up. You are fire, passion, love, energy, the heartbeat, the nurturing light and warmth that we all need in the world. Stop barring yourself from the rest of it because you think you will never reach that place of stability. You will never reach that place of enlightenment, or it'll never be done. You are so afraid that it will never be done. You're like, what the fuck's the point? To live. To find a reason to be happy despite everything that you have lived through. Despite everything that you have survived. A reason to smile and continue fighting the good fight for another day. And see where you can go. Because you don't know the end of the road when you're in the middle of the highway. And you have a very long road to travel. It's beautiful, it's powerful, and it is yours. Have a beautiful day, my fire signs.